Yeah, that's basically my issue right now is it's hardwood floor, nothing on the walls. So I was gonna buy
Mhm.
some acoustic panels and put them up.
Yeah. There's a or what you could do too is well back then when I used to make beats, um and like I had friends that wanted to come and do like little raps.
Yeah.
We used to put okay, so you got the mic, right? And then surrounding the mic, you have the foam surrounding the mic.
Mm-hmm.
So you would talk, and the as you speak, your it doesn't bounce off anything because of the foam behind the mic absorbs everything, so it goes straight to the mic.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
That's yeah, that's what people who like record music at home, that's what they use, and then like they put like a foam screen in
Mm-hmm.
front of the speaker too. So you know
Oh, so they just make like a little acoustic box, kinda.
exactly, yeah.
Oh, that makes
And
sense.
and if you really, really, really want to get technical, then that's when you put them up on your wall, and you put them up on your wall so that you could have a nice acoustic room. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
I used to.
definitely.
I was gonna look into that. I was gonna look into that when I used to make beats
Mm-hmm.
because when you make beats, you really want a precise sound, a very crisp, precise sound.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna look into that, but I started like getting unmotivated, and that's when I stopped.
Oh yeah, I was just about to ask you why you stopped, or like how long ago was that?
Dude, so fresh. I think fresh out of high. No, I think senior year is when I started kind of like experimenting a little bit. I used to kind of like just make beats on my phone,
Yeah.
and then I graduated, and then I had that like break where how I don't know if you had this break, but like after high school, like I had like the break where like I didn't go to work and I didn't go to school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did.
So I was like, you had that, right?
I mean, kinda.
Kinda.
It's kinda.
Yeah.
I was in school, but it was only like part time,
Yeah.
and I didn't have a job.
Yeah.
My
So
dumbass
like,
ended up dropping
so,
out though. So.
yeah. So that's when I was like, you know what, bro, I'm gonna do something else. Dude, oh, that's when I was that's when I dropped out of high school when I did like the fucking couple classes
Mm-hmm.
because fresh out of high school I was gonna go into audio engineering, to get into that shit.
Oh no way.
And yeah, I don't think I ever told you that's what I was gonna major in, audio engineering.
Yeah, no, you didn't mention
And
it.
yeah, and me and TJ were talking about this at work. I was like, yeah, dude, I was gonna do engineering, but I had to do those dumbass placement tests. You know
Oh, and that discouraged you.
that discouraged me. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be engineering audio. Why do I need to take fucking communications? Why why do I gotta fucking take math? I'm gonna fuck with audio. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what discouraged me. I told him, like, I was like, bro, like I had to take a placement test for math. I had to make it, so I had to take a fucking free fucking class to make the class, and I was like, fuck that. So I stopped going to college for that. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just buy a whole bunch of equipment. I'm gonna look up on YouTube, and that's when I started making beats.
Yeah.
And dude, it was going good for a bit. Like I was making good beats. I was dropping them on Twitter. I was getting good support. And then I don't know what happened. Like I think I literally started Amazon 2017, a couple months later,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, it just started going downhill. Like I stopped touching my
I
computer.
I
Fuck,
mean,
dude.
it is like kind of a hard adjustment when you're not used to working and you have a hobby and then you start
Hmm.
work. Because I used to
Yep.
like work out religiously every day, and then I
Mm.
started working at Subway, and dude, slowly but surely, bro, I just stopped working out for a while.
Yeah.
Dude, them Subway days,
Yeah.
bro, I do not miss those.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Subway, I don't know. I had a good experience with Subway, but it's because I worked with like a bunch of my friends.
Yeah.
So so we did like a whole bunch of bad shit, bro. We would close like 4 hours early and shit.
Oh, bro. Yeah,
Dude,
that's.
we used to work at the Subway over there on at the Galleria Mall. No, at the Fashion Show Mall.
Yeah.
There was a at the food court. There was a Subway there. I used to work there, so we would close when the mall would close, and we would close like the mall would close like at 9. We would be fucking fully closed by like fucking 6, bro.
Oh my God, bro. Dude, I'd be hella
Yeah.
mad if I rolled up, bro, and y'all were closed. I'd be like, you son of a bitch.
Dude, we were so bad, bro, and we never got caught. I don't know how. Either the manager was an idiot or
I mean,
he
yeah,
just let us do
I'd
whatever.
figured he'd have to be a fucking moron or something. Dude, I think, dude, doing anything with friends really will make, like, a lot of things bearable.
Dude, it was fun. Like it was fun. Like I really liked it because I mean, because if I was by myself, bro, and I was working with a whole bunch of old people, then I would be like kind of miserable. But since I was with friends, it made the day go by fast. We had fun, fucked
Yeah.
around a bit, you know.
Not with me, bro. I lasted a month, bro, and I only worked weekends. So like, bro, I barely worked there and I quit. I actually, like, as soon as I quit, I got hired to AutoZone.
Shit.
So I was like, that was way better, but I got tired of that fast too.
You were working like the people that like you that work at the cashier and shit. You tell them what part you want and all that. That's
Yeah,
what you did.
yeah. The thing that I didn't like was like we would replace batteries for free and like windshield wipers and light bulbs and stuff. So
Mm.
in the summer, bro, it was brutal going out there with like a heavy ass battery under the hood trying to swap it. Yeah, bro. Oh, bro. So on my last day at AutoZone, I was counting down the minutes, right? We had this dude
Mhm.
come in needing a new battery. Bro, tell me why I go out there and this shit is about to blow. Like it smelled of like rotten egg sulfur and was like bulging, bro. And I was like, bro, if this shit explodes on me on my last day and I get like acid burns, I'm gonna be pissed. Dude, I was so tempted to just be like, you know what, nah, I'm done and just go home, but I ended up
Yeah.
swapping it out.
Dude, what the fuck?
Dude,
I didn't pay you enough for that, bro. Hell no, that's
bro,
fucking.
it was like almost perfect. Like I was getting set up.
You were fucking up. Damn, bro.
Yeah, dude, I was
I
like,
don't
bro,
pay you enough for that shit.
I was like, there's no way this is happening.
How much did you pay you there at AutoZone or
Um,
O'Reilly or whatever?
AutoZone, I was making 8.35.
What?
Yeah, at Subway, I was making 8.25. Then AutoZone paid me 8.35.
10 cents more,
Yeah, I was like, hey, that's a come up right there, bro.
dude. I would expect them to be paying a little more since you kind of have to be a little knowledgeable on cars,
I,
right?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're like, oh, this young kid in college, only part time. I could offer him anything. So,
Oh, that's right.
I mean,
That's true.
yeah,
Part timers.
I don't think they really paid much to begin with, though. I think managers made like $14 an hour, $15 an hour when I was working there.
Yeah,
So I don't think it was much to begin with, but dude,
dude. That concept to me of being a manager at like a fast food restaurant and being getting paid that low, it's crazy to me. Like you have a manager title, like you're a manager and you get paid fucking 15, 16 bucks an hour. That's so ass to me.
yeah, bro, especially when you have to handle like the schedules, like filling in when people call off, or I don't know, just the amount of
Yeah,
responsibilities you have to pick up.
I'm worth it, bro. For that pay, not worth it.
Nah, absolutely not. That's why I had to leave. stupid at that
Which one did you
time.
work at?
Um, it was the one on Craig and Clayton in that like Walmart
No, that's
shopping
far.
center.
That's just far as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like right down the street from my parents. So
Right.
I drove my little shitty Mustang, stick shift Mustang.
Hey,
I thought I was so badass in that car, bro.
you were revving that shit, huh? You used to rev that bitch.
Yeah, bro, and it was stick too. So I used to just imagine I was in the Fast and Furious.
That's dope. That's dope.
But yeah, and now we're here.
With the what do you got now?
Was that
What do you drive right now?
little Kia Optima?
Yeah, dude, fucking gas saver.
A little gas efficient car.
That's what I need, bro. I spent fucking like $80 to fill my shit up.
Damn. Well, I mean, it's not that much cheaper for me. I spend 60 right now.
Huh?
Yeah,
How?
I got a pretty big gas tank.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but dude, just gas and everything in general is expensive right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was looking at
They say that
hmm?
what? No, I was gonna go off topic. Go ahead.
Oh, and I was looking at houses right now, and
Mhm.
it's dude, it's pretty crazy, bro. It's like I can't even afford anything,
Yeah, it's a bubble that's about to burst, bro.
bro. I mean, it can only go so high before like nobody could afford anything.
Dude, it's a bubble that's about to burst, and it's gonna be bad. It's
I'm
gonna be
ready, bro.
bad.
I am ready. I'm gonna sell some stocks and be waiting.
Soon as that shit fucking crashes, everyone's gonna buy, bro.
Yeah.
Hella low, dude. Fucking $80,000 houses, bro. I remember fucking a long ass time ago, we used to be able to find houses at like 180, $90,000,
Yeah.
or like beat up ass ones.
Now you can't even find a trailer home for under like 250,000.
Yeah, it doesn't help. It doesn't help that fucking Californians are going over here too.
Oh yeah, I think I was uh I was listening to the news, and ever since this whole pandemic started and companies started letting employees work from home, like let's say like people in New York that are like getting paid like $300,000 a year, they're like, bro, why am I
Yeah,
gonna stay in this expensive city when I could
yeah,
move to like some small town in Colorado and buy
yeah.
something cheap? Which is what ended up happening. Some little town in Colorado, um, like everything got so expensive there that even the locals couldn't buy anything anymore.
Damn.
That's basically what happened here. Is all the people from California started coming in.
Well, yeah, I mean, if I was in California making a shit ton of money, three fucking six figures a year, and I wanted to get into real estate, bro, I'd go and look for fucking cities that have low ass markets and buy property there and just fucking flip them and just fucking have a whole monopoly. That's what I would do.
I
So I mean,
mean,
I get it.
yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, if I had the money, I'd be buying hella properties and mark
Shit,
them up. But it's rough out here.
condos and shit. Yeah. It is.
Yeah, it's just gonna it's gonna pop soon, and I'm gonna be ready.
Dude, when was the last fucking, what was it? What do you call it? A depression or a fucking
Recession?
recession? There you go.
Oh
The
wait,
Great Depression. Oh,
for
08 was the last one, right?
yeah, oh wait, and then I feel like within the last year things have gotten pretty bad again, but not as bad as it was before, but it's getting there.
So it's been 13 years. Holy shit.
But dude, somebody was making a good point of like there is no bubble. Like it's people's own paranoia that causes things to like collapse. Like they get scared and start selling things off.
Mhm.
So I mean, I guess it is a bubble, but it's created by the individuals because they get scared and they all
Hmm.
go into like this herd mentality and start selling everything off, which like obviously causes shit to
Dude,
plummet.
dude, that fucking brings me to a. Did I ever talk to you about a book that I read called The Everything Bubble?
No, I don't think you have.
Oh my god, dude, I recommend this fucking book 100%. So like overall, with this book, it's like explaining to you about the economy of America, right? It
Mm-hmm.
starts from it starts from like when we were on the gold standard and when we got off, and when we got off when the fucking the dollar value went down, right?
Yeah.
It goes into like it goes into super detail about about like I forgot who took it out. I think it was Roosevelt, but it goes into super detail on like who did it and who implemented the bill and why it happened and shit like that, right? And in the book, it was talking about how when when that happened, when the rumors were going around that gold wasn't gonna be back. I mean, the dollar wasn't gonna be backed up by gold.
Yeah.
Um, people started flooding the banks and selling their shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the banks couldn't keep up with that. They didn't have enough money to buy or to sell the gold that people are selling, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the bubble that you're talking about. How people went into panic mode and start buying or selling. And in the book, he's talking about how when when the fucking gold standard was about to be taken off, people rushed banks. And that's when like they would close banks and people were stuck to like, and then that's what caused the fucking Great Depression.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like a lot, I feel like a lot of the times it's just people's fears and they panic and it just causes snowball effect and things just get bad.
There's the there's a number one rule in the crypto world is to not panic
Mm-hmm.
because like you see your digital asset go fucking down, you think you're losing money and people start panicking and they sell, and when they sell it just fucking it drives up the fucking, oh wait, does it drive up or does it go down when you sell?
The what? The price?
Yeah.
It goes down the more people sell.
Yeah, so they see it go down, so people panic, so they sell so they don't lose money. So people are selling, so it keeps going down, keep going down. And the number one rule for crypto when you're in the crypto fucking world is do not panic. What goes up must come down, and what goes down must come back up.
Bro, it's even like what happened recently with GameStop and AMC. People
Hmm.
people like bought into it and like the people that didn't really know, like dude, they got scared as soon as they saw the price go down and it just like plummeted and it's
Hmm.
at least AMC stayed like that for a bit, but it shot back up to like $60 a share when it was like dude like $4 I think at one point.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
that's
that's
just crazy, bro.
but yeah, that's true. They do say like don't fucking invest in anything you don't believe in because
Hmm.
that's exactly
And
that's what'll happen to you. You'll get scared and just sell at a loss.
yeah, and don't invest what you can't afford to lose. That's a big fucking
Exactly.
deal too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean, it's pretty much, I mean, technically just a gamble. You're kind of gambling your odds, but
Yeah. I mean, I guess there are investments and then there's gambles. Like what I did with AMC, that was a gamble, but I
mhm.
used the stimulus checks we got, so like I didn't really care if I lost that money.
Well, that's true.
But
Well, yeah, it wasn't technically it wasn't your money, so it was just like whatever.
yeah, I figured, well, this is extra money that I wasn't counting on getting, so I might as well try to like make it into something.
Hmm. Damn, bro, that's I don't know. Yeah, because when I started investing into Bitcoin, it was more like I treated it more like a savings account.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really think I didn't really think of it like, oh, I'm a buy and I'm a sell low, like, or not the other way around. I'm gonna buy low, sell high, right?
Yeah.
I thought of it as a savings account because like I was in it for the long run. Like I'm in it for like I'm talking like 3 to 5 to 7 years type type shit.
So
So I feel like if you treat it as a savings account, you don't lose because I mean depending on because you don't lose if it goes down, you're not losing money until you sell.
that's
Like
facts.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, you
if
don't
you
lose
pull
unless you
out,
sell.
yeah, exactly. If you pull out, bam, you lost your money. But if you just watch it, it goes down. Just you gotta be patient with it. It's gonna go back up. You know.
Hmm.
And I treated Bitcoin as a well. I still am. I'm treating it like a savings account because I know Bitcoin's gonna be in for the long run.
So that was your mentality, like from the start, right? Is like treat it like a savings
Yeah.
account, and
From the start, I was like, it's a savings account for me.
and like how'd you get into it? Who told you about it, or how did you
Dude,
get involved in it?
so I think this was 2017, the December 2017. My friend was talking about well no, actually back then I used to I used to download my music illegally
Hmm.
and I used to use uTorrent
Oh yeah.
as my thing and uTorrent I used to use uTorrent and BitTorrent.
Okay.
Uh BitTorrent is affiliated with Bitcoin, I think, or crypto, because
Hmm.
it's a software company or whatever, and they have a token. I think BitTorrent has a token, and that's when I started just doing a whole bunch of research on Twitter. I was on Twitter a lot back then, and they used to I used to follow BitTorrent, and they used to talk about like crypto and all that shit. And I used to kind of like just ignore it. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then that's when they started talking about Bitcoin, and it kind of like I kind of started getting intrigued, so I started looking into it, and the whole idea of it was just amazing to me. Like I like how it was like peer to peer, and it was anti government type. It was decentralized. I was really into that. I was very anti government. I still am. Like I'm very anti government or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, and the whole idea of Bitcoin was just fascinating to me. I was like, dude, decentralized, peer to peer. Like this is amazing. Like no banks, like no third party. I like this. So that's when I started looking into it. I was like, okay, how do you know? Like, did you buy it? Like, what do you do? And that's when I found out Coinbase
Oh yeah,
was an app like
Coinbase.
the yeah, that's the exchange that I first started out with. And it was like, oh, if you want to buy Bitcoin here, you could buy it. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna download it. I'm gonna see what I could, what I could do. So then I was like, okay, they only had like three coins back then. It was Ethereum, Bitcoin, and then I think Litecoin. And now they have like fucking 20 of them, but it was just those three. And I used to buy like, bro, I wasn't fucking, I didn't have any money, so I was putting in like $5, $10, right?
Yeah.
I was just fucking with it a bit, and then so I would do that, just buy a bit, have it, just play with it. And then my brother-in-law surprisingly was into that too. I didn't know because one day we had like a little family gathering, and I brought it up, and my brother-in-law was like, "You're into you know Bitcoin?" I was like, "Yeah, like I've been like researching it." He's like, "Yo, me too." Like I'm getting into crypto, and I was like, "What?" And then that's when we started talking. And fucking my brother-in-law was way more advanced in it than I was. Like he knew about fucking initial price offerings. He was into like fucking crazy um um he was into crazy investments with like companies like IBM like was coming up with a fucking with their own token that was well not coming up with their token, but IBM was associated with a token,
Hmm.
and he was getting into that, and he was just way more like advanced into it, so I was like, whoa, like I could learn from him. And me and him just started talking more and like linking up more and just doing our own research.
Hmm.
And yeah, that's when I started taking it more serious because he would be like, bro, like this is gonna go, Bitcoin is going to go up, bro. Like right now, dude. But 2017, no one was talking about it, bro. No one was talking about it. It was like, dude, we were super early,
How much was it worth
and
back then
dude, it was like $3,000.
for one Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Sheesh, man.
And then a year before in 2016, I even looked at it. In 2016, 2015, it was worth like $600, bro, to $1,000.
Damn.
And I was like, fuck, if I would have got into this shit like a year earlier. But but yeah, so he would do like crazy research, bro. He would even talk to he would have like Skype calls with like fucking like CFOs of like like little, not big companies, but like little like companies that are starting up.
Mm-hmm.
And he would become like early, and he would become an early investor. And I was like, dude, this guy's fucking insane.
Damn, man. So, like, w- is that what he did full time, or?
Oh no, he wished, but he almost did. But no, he had a job at a casino,
Oh, and this
so
was,
he
well, yeah,
like part
that's.
time thing. Yeah, yeah. He was doing this like a little, as a like a little hobby, I guess.
I mean, that's a pretty good hobby to have.
Hmm.
Freaking making you
So
money.
like, so yeah, he would like have like a little insight on more shit, than I had, because yeah, he was doing all this research. He had all these fucking colleagues and shit. Well, not colleagues, but he knew people.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's like he was always telling me like, yo, like do your research. Like I know I'm telling you stuff, but do your own research. Do your own research. Do your own research. And I that's what I did. I started doing my own research. I started getting really deep into like the research, and it just all made sense to me. Like I was just like, dude, like this all makes sense to me. And that's when I started reading that book. He's the one that recommended me that book, The Everything Bubble, the one I was telling you about.
Yeah.
That's reading that book made me realize, like, dude, fiat. You know what fiat is? Fiat
Uh,
money.
I've heard of it, but I'm not exactly sure what it means.
Basically, fiat money is currency not backed up by anything. It's just fucking floating money.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically what the USD is. It's fucking fiat money. It's not backed up by anything. The government could just fucking start printing money out of nowhere. So it's
Which,
it's it's worthless.
speaking of
So
that, did you see the pictures? I think it's in Venezuela where people were literally throwing their money away
yep,
on the streets.
yep,
That
yep.
is
That's
crazy.
dude. I was just gonna get into that too. Like, dude, Venezuela uses crypto because of that. Like, they started relying on crypto because their money literally ain't worth shit. Like a cup of noodles, you need to pay like a million fucking whatever their currency is. Like, it's insane.
Man, yeah, I saw pictures of that, and literally just the streets were littered with bills, and
Yeah.
I was like, that is crazy. Have you seen the Zimbabwe like currency? How it's like a $1 million bill?
No, I haven't seen that.
Dude, yeah, it's some currency in Africa, and like they have like bills in like the
Hmm.
millions, and I'm like, bro, at that point, just start over, bro. Like if I got a one million
Just
dollar
yeah,
bill, yeah, just start over.
dude. Like, it's insane, bro. Like, and all these third world countries are like starting to like rely on crypto, on peer to peer currency, because the government's fucking currency is fucking worthless, dude. Like, it's nothing. You can't do shit with it. You work your ass off to get all this money to do what? To fucking be able to buy nothing because it's worth nothing. It's just a big ass circle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, that's yeah. I don't really know too much about like economics, but
Yeah,
um,
yeah. So
that's
that's
just
yeah.
crazy how you can have an economic collapse like that.
Hmm. It's crazy, dude. And that's what kind of pushed me to start investing into crypto, because I this is my personal opinion. I just feel like crypto is going to be the future currency,
Hmm.
sooner or later. It's the USD dollar bill is just going downhill from here. Nothing's helping it. We're still in debt. It's
And
just something that made sense to me.
and you don't think Like, lately you've been hearing like China trying to like at least slow it down or put regulations on it. You don't think that's gonna like they're gonna succeed in that?
See, that's the thing too. My brother-in-law used to always tell me that we actually strive, or we thrive on suppression. So like if you try to suppress crypto, it's gonna even thrive or even better. Like it's gonna push people to actually like start using it even more because people, we have a rebellious blood. Like people tend to be rebellious against the government. So if you try to like ban it or you trying to like do something with it, people are gonna use it even more. It's like guns. People, you're gonna take away guns, people are still gonna have guns. It's just,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, just like when they
you know what I
wanted to
mean?
ban him, the sales went up. Everybody who didn't own one went and bought one just because there was the threat of a ban.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think ban or not ban, crypto's always gonna be there. It's you would have to like you would have to make owning crypto like a fucking federal offense of like life in prison type shit. But
Yeah,
you can't do that.
but
You know what
how?
I mean?
Yeah, like how would you even prove that you own crypto? Isn't it supposed to be like anonymous and decentralized?
Yeah, well, because I mean, depending on what, because a lot of crypto is ran on the blockchain, which is the public ledger. So
Mm-hmm.
anyone could look at the public ledger, right?
Oh,
Um, but supposedly, I think there's a couple of cryptos out there that don't run on blockchain, and they're like 100% private. So I think it just depends on what exactly which one you use. But for the most part, if you do use Bitcoin, all transactions are recorded on the blockchain ledger, which is why I believe the government should favor for it. Like then there wouldn't be any suspicious fucking transactions. But then again, I see why the government would despise it. Because let's say we do run on the blockchain and the government uses nothing but the blockchain, then we would be able to see what the fuck the government spends their money on.
mm-hmm.
But I think that's why they despise it because they want to be able to fucking spend their money anonymously. They want to go and buy whatever they're fucking buying anonymously. But if they use Bitcoin, the transactions are on the public ledger and we the people could see that. So we would be able to see if fucking Biden spends money on a fucking nuke or some bullshit, you know?
Yeah, that reminds me of I think it was an ex-governor of New York. He hired his wife, and she ended
Oh
up
shit.
losing, or not really losing, but she got like millions in like federal aid, and
Mm-hmm.
like they can't account for it. She didn't keep any records of where that money went, so millions of dollars are just gone, and like they don't know
Holy
what she did
shit.
with it. Yeah, so it could have been laundered into something else, and for all we know, like
Mm-hmm.
they kept a lot of it.
Yeah,
And yeah, if it's public on a blockchain, then I mean it's gonna hold everybody accountable on what they're spending
exactly.
that money on.
Exactly. So I don't- it's I don't see why the government would oppose from it. They would actually benefit from it, but then again they won't because the government does do some shady shit, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess they could
But
try to go through multiple currencies, so like it's technically
mhm,
hidden,
yeah.
but they'll always find a way.
Because I mean, I think when Bitcoin first started up, when it first became a thing, it was used on the Silk Road, and that's what gave
Oh
it
yeah,
such a bad rep. That's what gave it such a bad rep. Criminals are using Bitcoin to buy fucking shit on the Silk Road. So let's not, this is bad. This is bad.
yeah. That's where
So
I first heard about it. Was a Silk Road where you could buy drugs and they would ship it to your house. And
mhm,
yeah, just
they fucking buy claymores and shit.
yeah, dude. I mean, I remember I saw this picture of this guy who bought like heroin online, and they shipped it to him in a DVD case. And
That's crazy.
I was like, yeah, that is fucking crazy. That's where I first heard about it when the dark web like started blowing up and everybody was talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I became aware of Bitcoin and crypto, but I never really
Yeah.
looked into it.
Yeah, dude, fucking the person who created the Silk Road was using I think he was using Bitcoin as well. I think it was fucking what's his name? Ross something? He's the one that created the Silk Road. And he introduced the basically introduced Bitcoin to like the world. He's like, yeah, I don't know if he's not the creator. No one knows the creator of Bitcoin. But
Really? Nobody?
yeah, nobody, bro.
So
That's the crazy part. No one knows who created it.
okay, how can you create a coin, a cryptocurrency?
Yes, I think yeah, you can. I don't know the process on it. I don't really know the fucking process on how to do that shit, but if I wanted to, I think I can.
But okay, yeah, that's where I don't really understand because usually when you create something, there's some sort of public record or domain or something. So that's just crazy that
So
nobody knows who created it.
there's a file. He goes by Satoshi, I think. There's a file that he left behind explaining what Bitcoin is. Like it's on like in his own words, he explains what Bitcoin is,
Mm-hmm.
and he pertinently says that he thinks being staying anonymous is the best thing to do, but um he does leave like a little like note or like a little like basically like a little note when he first created it. He leaves a note explaining what it is
Mm-hmm.
and and wishing to stay anonymous. So no one knows if it's like just one person or it's like a group of fucking people or we might fucking it might be the fucking government for all we know, you know?
So like his username is Satoshi.
Yeah, he went by Satoshi.
Does he have like any social media or like just that one
Hell
note?
no.
So it's
It's
just
just
that
that
one
one
note.
note. That's all he left behind.
Bro, can you imagine being a creator of like one of the biggest cryptocurrencies in the world and staying anonymous?
Hmm.
You think you'd be able to
Yeah,
do it or you'd
yeah,
come public?
I think I don't know, bro. I don't know how. I don't know because he sent out. I don't know if it's a he. Like I said, it's whatever. They sent out a 9-page paper to a group of like cryptographers, basically outlining the new like it's the new form of crypto. I mean the new form of currency.
Mm-hmm.
So he like literally sent out like the manual on Bitcoin. Like he
Like
explained it. You
yeah,
know
like the fucking commandments of crypto.
exactly.
Damn, well,
And that's bro, like,
I think he made a
yeah.
good cause staying anonymous because with the amount of government pushback, I think he'd be in
Mhm.
hiding right now if people knew who he was.
Yeah.
He'd end up like Jeffrey Epstein, just suicide.
Dude, who's that guy that exposed the CIA and went to jail and then is now living in Russia? Oh no, he didn't go to jail. He fled to Russia and
Snowden.
it's like, oh, Snowden,
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah, he has asylum in Russia, which I heard like a
Yeah,
while ago. They were trying to cut a deal with Russia to like extradite him back to the US.
that's crazy. They really want him.
Could you imagine that? Like, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, he exposed it, but I feel like nothing changed. Like, it died out, and now his life is like, I wouldn't say ruined, but like,
Yeah,
he's on the run. I'm pretty sure he's always looking over his shoulder.
yeah.
I
What,
wonder,
what would you call his criminal act? Espionage or like what is like
whistleblower? Well,
whistleblower?
I
Well, there's a
know,
whistleblower act, isn't there?
yeah, but I think where they got him was like the sensitive information that he released. So I think it was a threat to national security. So
Yeah,
that's where they went after him.
yeah. I watched that one movie with what's his name? Uh, I forgot, but the explaining like what happened and shit, and like how he did everything. That's just crazy, bro.
Dude, I don't even know the story of like what happened, what he found. All I knew was it was like, yeah, the government's spying on you and you don't know
Yeah,
about it, and then he went into hiding.
and went into hiding. Dude, that's crazy. He fucking just started leaking hella shit, bro.
Bro, that mean that's crazy. I heard you get put like on a watch list if there's like trigger words or like trigger phrases where like you're being monitored, but it doesn't get sent to someone unless you like have like three strikes or whatever, let's just say. And then they look into you and they start like personally monitoring you. But
Like they have their own like specific agent looking at your shit, huh?
yeah. Like if you start like triggering like whatever filters they have or whatever, but I don't know if it actually works like that, but that's what I heard.
You start talking about the White House too much and shit like that. You know, that's when they're like you start getting on their low radar.
Yeah, bro, cuz there was this guy who played RuneScape and he threatened to like shoot up a school jokingly and the FBI got involved, bro, and he did like 6 years in prison for an online threat.
Conspiracy? Oh my god, that's
Yeah,
insane.
he just got released last year, and he's on YouTube again, and like he told his whole story.
Well, I mean, you see, like shit like that, like that's good because I mean, not you we were able to catch people who like before they do bad shit, you know, like
But
I feel like that's good, but it's yeah, like
I
yeah,
mean,
go ahead, like
it's I think it's I don't know. I feel like it's a double-edged sword because I don't know. Recently, with like the past two school shootings, like they knew the kids were gonna do it. Like they fucking were violent and like made threats, and they didn't do nothing. And like the day after, they went to go shoot up the school. But I was gonna say I don't know. It's kind of a double-edged sword of um, how much liberty do you, how much liberty and freedom do you give up for like the greater good? You know, how
but
far
yeah,
is going too far?
well, because like would you say that having the internet is more like a privilege or it's a like a freedom? Like, I like, is it a you know like are they allowed to kind of like um say that it's a privilege to have internet and to
Mm, yeah. I think I would consider the internet a privilege to like browse it freely, but
if it's a privilege, then I feel like they feel like they have the right to what's the word um what's the word I'm trying to think of, but if it's a privilege, then you don't really have freedom on the internet, you know.
yeah, I mean, I guess you really don't.
Like driving's a privilege, but you can't fucking go and speed 120 miles an hour on the freeway. Like it's policed, right? I feel like if the internet is a privilege, they have the right to police the internet. You know?
Yeah, I think it's fine policing it. Cause I mean, as we've seen before, people would post some fucked up shit if they could. Um, so I think some censorship is good, but it's like where do you draw the line?
Yeah. Because like if you're gonna be looking at my fucking webcam, like what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like where do you draw the line on that? I mean, even now, like
Yeah.
phones and computers will, like at least with iPhones, they have the little light that
Mm.
comes on when your microphone and camera are being used.
Mhm.
So at least now, I mean, unless they find a way to like disable that, but now they can't be so sneaky.
Dude, the fucking cameras come with. I mean, not cameras. Some laptops come with the slider to cover your camera. Like,
Yeah,
why? You
yeah,
know?
Yeah, that's true. And about there's this picture, this popular picture of Mark Zuckerberg with his laptop on the table, and he has the webcam taped and the microphone taped
Mm-hmm.
up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
I
like,
seen
bro,
that.
it's like, yeah, you got to be
I
doing that
seen
for a
that.
reason.
Fucking one of the richest men in the world created Facebook is doing it. I think you should too.
That's what I'm saying. And like now they even have like laptops with like physical hardware kill switches for the mics and the cameras, so
Mm,
it like physically disables the device.
yeah.
I don't
See,
know
but
that.
then that's like I feel like at that point it's like you're more like protecting yourself from hackers. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you know how there's hackers that could get into your whole computer and fucking get into your camera and shit. So it's like you're protecting yourself from hackers as well, more like the government. You know?
Yeah, because I mean, nowadays you're being tracked all over the place. Like whether you use like social, like even websites track you to gather data on you to, I don't know, like feed you ads. Sometimes it's helpful and like it'll predict routes
Yeah.
for you and stuff like that. But I mean, dude, you're being tracked pretty much everywhere nowadays.
Yeah. Well, well, like, you believe in that group, that fucking anonymous We Are Legion group? Do you think that's like they're a thing?
Yeah, I believe they're a
The
thing
the
because
they would like,
they have carried out like attacks before and they've taken credit. But I mean, it's well, yeah, because I think a few people got busted and sent to prison because they got caught.
being affiliated with them.
Yeah, they I think they hacked into a bank and were stealing money, and I don't know. They claim to be affiliated, but I think it's like one of those groups that like has no leader or like structure. So like I could say I'm affiliated with him.
So so it's like more like it's not just like a group of five people that do it. Like it's like if you're a hacker and you could stay anonymous and wear a Guy Fawkes mask,
Yeah, pretty.
then you're anonymous.
I think I don't know. I think at first it was like a group, but then like the whole ideology went worldwide. So people
Mm.
all over the world were, I think, just associating themselves with the group. But
Because that's crazy, bro. Like, because
but
I mean, I don't know if it's real, but like they used to like hack into like live news and like and take over the whole thing and like and then propose their fucking whatever they're saying. Like that's happened, right? Or is that just all like a hoax?
no, it's happened. I mean, like I said, I don't. I think it's so decentralized that I could be a hacker and I could be a troll, and then I'll just be like, yeah, I'm with Anonymous. But they have
Mm.
hacked like a few big websites. I think they hacked. I don't know.
PSN, right? They hacked.
I know they hacked the Pope's website or something to do with the church, and because it was during the whole like priest molestation shit. So
Mhm.
they ended up hacking their website and like posting something on there. And I also
Shit.
know they like DDoS websites and stuff like that. But um, I don't know. I think the members are just all over the world. Oh, and it's like speaking about that whole idea. There's a show called Mr. Robot, and
Hmm.
it's kind of like that. This one guy, he suffers from like multiple personality disorder, or some shit. So he has this alter ego who creates a group of hackers, and he goes
Hmm.
after like the biggest corporation in the world that has control over credit card debt. And his big plan
Hmm.
is to hack their servers to erase all debt of like the entire world, pretty much.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, dude, and he like he succeeds and there's like chaos everywhere. But it backfired because people who paid off their homes and shit, like now
Hmm.
they couldn't prove that they paid it off, so it kind of backfired on some people. But yeah, that's like the whole point of the show. It's pretty cool.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, I'm looking at it right now. It's the dude that plays fucking um. It's the dude that plays
He played Freddie Mercury in the movie Queen.
Queen. Yeah, there you go. Him. He's a good ass actor.
Rami Malek. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you got time, watch it. It's pretty good.
Is this on based on someone or is just
I'm
just
pretty
made up?
sure it's made up, but I feel like it's based on the group Anonymous because they like hack into like news streams and they'll do their whole message.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they took inspiration from Anonymous, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, dude. That's crazy. It's like, fuck, dude. How do you come up with a pseudonym, fucking Satoshi, and just remain unknown? That's crazy to me.
That's what I'm saying. You, like, bro, everybody nowadays, like, bro, you have to have friends or family, and how do you keep them in the dark, or how do you keep them to
Hmm.
swear to that secrecy? Either this dude
Yeah,
like planned it out from the very beginning and was like, I'm not telling nobody, and then just did
yeah.
it, or he was like some sort of recluse with no family, no friends.
Just
But
off the grid, just strictly off the grid, bro, and
yeah, because
just never to nobody. And just fuck.
wait, you don't need money to start a cryptocurrency, right?
I think you do. I think you need funding or not funding, but I think you need. Fuck, I don't know how that shit works, dude. I don't know. I never looked into the actual creation of a crypto asset. You know, I never looked into that.
Because I was gonna say like there's a lot of like uh, like in the United Arab Emirates, how there's like
Mm-hmm.
rich ass like families that got wealthy from oil.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, like we think some of the people here are rich, but they're nothing compared to the people over there.
Dude, the Rothschilds.
Yeah, like, dude, what if they're behind Bitcoin?
I wouldn't doubt it, dude. They're behind, dude. They're behind everything, bro. The fucking Rothschilds, the
The
Jews,
the legacy they carry, huh?
bro. They have, dude. I was looking into that, bro. Their founding father or whatever was like in the 1700s,
Mm-hmm.
and he was a banker or whatever. And also the Rockefeller family, fucking John D. Rockefeller that started the oil company back in the 1800s.
Yeah.
Dude, he was the richest man in the world. I think they calculated his money, what it would be worth right now. He would be the richest man in the world still.
See, that is crazy. I watched this documentary where like some art collector of like weird ass things went to the Rockefeller's house. I don't know
Mm,
which one, but he went to his house because I guess he likes collecting exotic items. And
mhm.
dude, the place he lived in was insane. And like the things he collected, like bro, when you got that much money, you just start getting into like weird shit.
Bro,
It's like,
bro, money talks, bro. So when you got that much money, you literally could do whatever you want. You have the most pull in the world. You could, oh my God, dude, if you the amount of shit well, from what I heard and from what I've seen and from what I've read, the Rothschilds and all those rich families, they control the media, they control the banks, they control all the big stuff.
yeah,
They're just so damn rich.
yeah, and that was another thing is like you think you're getting like independent news, but little do you know that like five news companies are owned by one
Hmm.
corporation.
Hmm.
So,
It's the what's the fucking there was a famous saying. It's the you think it's freedom, but it's the
the
what's the
illusion or
saying?
what?
The illusion. There you go. Yeah, it's like the illusion of freedom. You think you have freedom, but it's
I
the illusion
mean,
of freedom. Yeah.
when you really think about it, sometimes it really is that if you let somebody think that they have freedom or power, then a
Yeah.
lot of the times that's all it takes.
Yeah. Just like The American dream. You got to be asleep to dream it.
Dude, it's feeling that way, bro. I've been watching YouTube videos of American citizens who moved to Mexico because they have a better quality of life with the income.
Oh
So
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
they'll
I've
have
seen
like
that.
they'll have like $1 million in assets here, stocks, liquid assets, what have you, and just get like a visa or a dual citizenship in Mexico, bro, and just live like kings because the American dream isn't really that achievable anymore here.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's
You're gonna always have those people that are very huge advocates of the American dream, and just say like, bro, like you could be whatever you want and you could do whatever you want. You just got to work for it and stop being lazy and just grind. But I feel like a lot of it comes with your past generation and with your upbringing. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, like you could grow up in the most fucking dirt poor country in the world, have the worst fucking, and then be that lucky enough to, become rich.
yeah,
But that's just luck in my opinion. I
yeah.
mean, maybe you could make your own luck, or maybe, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you do just gotta grind. You just gotta fucking keep going forward. You just gotta work hard. Maybe that's all you gotta do, and we're just lazy. But I just feel like a lot of it has to do with your upbringing and your generation,
Well,
past generation.
yeah, I feel you on some things, and I don't know. The way I see it is, some people definitely start off at a disadvantage, whether it be their race, their wealth, what part of the world they were born in.
Hmm.
And obviously, some people just are born with, a fucking ace, bro. They just have it all. But
They just have it all. Yeah.
I've, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like if you're not given an absolute shit hand right off the bat, then
Hmm.
you could do a lot. I don't know if luck I don't know if I would call it luck, because then, yeah, it depends on your past generations. Like let's say my parents, they came here, and if they didn't grind and they stayed at the bottom, then I would be born at an even bigger disadvantage. So
Hmm.
I don't know. I think it's a mixture of you, like the luck of the draw when you're born, your family,
Yeah.
your past generations, and sometimes that's just hard, you know. But I don't know. For
Yeah.
some reason, I feel like if you really tried, there's a way out of everything. I'm not gonna say you're gonna be a billionaire and a millionaire, but I feel like there's a way out
Yeah.
of everything, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, also, yeah, because it depends. It's very. It also depends on who you know. Like if you're friends with a lot of successful people, you have a higher chance of being successful yourself.
Oh
So
yeah,
I think
definitely.
it all depends on who you surround yourself with and what exactly you do with your spare time and who you are around with the most of the time.
Yeah, cause I don't know, cause I look at some people and I'm like, they have something that I don't have, or like they're
Hmm.
more driven than I am, and I'll admit that, and like I know I want to do things, but I'll admit when somebody has way more drive than me, and
Yeah.
I feel like that plays a big part too, is how much are you willing to sacrifice. But
Yeah.
I don't know, sometimes I'm conflicted. I'm like, do I really want to spend my life chasing wealth, or like do I want to like just be okay and like
Just
enjoy
be
the
just
time?
be have a well balanced life. Just have a well balanced life.
Yeah, I think that's the important thing, is having a well balanced life. Because, dude, I'm like, I'm scared of getting older and then being like, damn, bro, I really wasted all this time chasing wealth, and it ain't even all that, or I don't know. Like I was talking about in the previous podcast, like having an ego death and realizing this ain't worth it.
Yeah. Well, what's that shit called that a lot of billionaires drink, the ayahuasca, and they like have a fucking they have like a near fucking death, not
Like
near death, but they have like a what's
like
that shit called? A fucking
epiphany, spiritual awakening.
yeah, a spiritual yeah, spiritual awakening. Like a lot of billionaires take ayahuasca to kind of like reset their minds, you know, because a lot of them are just so fixated on money and working, so they take ayahuasca to kind of reset and rewire their mentality, you know.
Yeah, like there's a like an interview with Jim Carrey, and he's like, I wish people could have my wealth to see that it's not the answer to everything.
Not everything.
But it
Hmm.
sucks that you need money to thrive and survive. And I think money is important to a certain
Hmm.
point to allow you to do things that you love and, you know, to allow you to live comfortably.
Yeah, because I mean, you have money, then you'll be able to support your family, and that's what's gonna make you happy. At least for me, you know, if I had enough money to retire my parents and buy my siblings their houses and have them all live comfortably, that would make me happy.
Yeah, bro.
You know, that's my happiness.
Like I tell everybody, dude, I'm just trying to make a lot of money so I could give it away to my family. Cause I mean,
Yeah,
I don't need much for myself, but I would get a lot of happiness if I could set everybody in my life up right.
exactly. That's all I need. And just I don't need fancy cars. I don't need all that, bro. If I have enough money to just travel and just have fun and just I don't need a big ass mansion, fucking private jets. Like as long as I have my house, my acres, everything's paid off, I'm living comfortably, I could travel. That's all I need. My family's doing good. They got their shit handled. My mom, my dad are retired. They're living their life. Dude, that's it. That's all I need.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, that'd be like the perfect outcome right there. And then having like having businesses or like streams of income that won't die when you die. That'll keep coming for your kids and your grandkids and all of that.
Yeah. I mean, if the only reason I would say I would want more money than I need was to basically just, do philanthropy work, just be a philanthropist
Hmm.
and just fucking just promote welfare for others and just, try to help out as many people as I can. That would be only one of the reasons why I would want more money than I need. So I could actually, do more with it, just do as much as I can with it. But
Yeah,
other than
yeah,
that, I don't fucking need no more money.
yeah. I mean, I'm good with like what I make now. If I had everything set up, I'm fine with that. But dude, if we had the money to help other people, because you'd be surprised how many smart people are out there that just need a little financial help, and they
Hmm.
could do a lot of good things and like change their
A
lives
lot
too.
of big shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But dude, it's it's definitely a grind day in day out, and it's so easy to like Eric was. I think he was reading a book about like being present.
Hmm.
Uh, I feel like that's very hard, and a lot of the times you realize that you're not really present in day to day life or when you're talking to people.
Yeah. You're just like in your own world, basically, kind of.
Yeah, or like constantly thinking of the future or the past, and you're always like either reminiscing with regret or what you should have done, or like thinking about the future, what you're gonna do, and you don't really take the time to like enjoy what's happening right now and what you have right now.
Yeah.
And that's where I've struggled a lot too, because uh, like for the past few years, I've been like with that grinding mentality or whatever, trying to get more and more and more, where I found myself not
Hmm.
really taking the time to appreciate the steps that I've achieved.
Hmm.
So in my head, I was always stuck at square one, when in reality, I was no
Hmm.
longer at square one. I had moved up, but I just
Hmm.
wasn't seeing that.
They a lot of people say that the most precious thing about grinding and getting to the top is the unseen part of you actually overcoming all your obstacles. you know?
Yeah.
Like yeah, you have a goal, right? And it's to become the best and the best and have money and do what you want. That's your goal, and you're right here. But people say that the best thing about reaching that is the middle part. That's the best part, and that's what people don't realize that they have to kind of enjoy.
Yeah, that's dude, yeah, it's crazy at the amount of progress you can make and you won't even notice it if you don't take the time to just like observe at what you have and what you've achieved.
Mhm.
So
Exactly.
you'll just get stuck chasing the feeling of reaching the end and you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to be happy when I reach the end." But you're depriving yourself of all that happiness of the journey along the way.
Yeah, because then you reach the end. Then what?
Yeah, then you need a new goal. You need to start
Yeah,
something
then
else.
exactly.
And then
But it's like,
what if you reach it and then it's not even all that and it doesn't bring you the happiness you thought it would?
like how you said, Jim Carrey, like what Jim Carrey said, like I wish I could give people my wealth, tell people that this ain't it. You know, it's
Yeah.
not money ain't the root of happiness. It's not what's gonna make you happy.
It won't make you happy, but it'll give you security that'll let you
Yeah,
do things that will make you happy.
yeah.
That's
So
why
yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's a really good way to put it. It'll help you do things to make you happy. It won't make you happy by itself, but it'll help you do things to make you happy.
yeah, that's why I don't like the saying money won't bring you happiness. Like, bro, yes it will.
Yeah.
It will definitely bring me happiness.
And I feel like as long as you don't get too fixated on money itself and wealth, I think you should be fine because there is like a good a handful of celebrities and millionaires out there that really do well. I mean, I don't know behind closed doors, but the way they project their lives, it just looks really like it looks good. They look happy, but I mean, you never know behind closed doors how they look.
Yeah, I think everybody has their things and issues that they deal with and whatnot, but uh,
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you lately I've been watching a lot of Jim Carrey and bro, he's into like nihilism. You know about that?
No, what is that?
Nihilism is like the belief that nothing matters. Nothing at all matters. You don't matter. What you do doesn't matter. So like he was at like a red carpet event and some lady was trying to
Mm-hmm.
interview him and he was like, "Did you know none of this matters?" He was like, "I was trying to choose the most worthless event to be at and this was the winner because nothing matters." And like bro,
Holy
she
shit.
was shook, bro. And there's like a few interviews where like he's into nihilism and he's just like, "Bro, nothing matters in this world." And I
Holy
don't
shit, dude. That's kind of that's it's like I want like oh my god, like I'm trying to wrap my head around that concept. Like nothing matters. Like it really doesn't.
I mean, it's
We make it matter, right? Like we are the ones that give everything the definition that it matters, but in reality, nothing really does matter.
I mean, yeah, I guess it could be off-putting because it sounds like hella pessimistic and negative, but
Yeah,
I try to put myself in his shoes and just think like, bro, you gotta go to like dumbass celebrity event where everybody's fake as fuck, and you're just like, bro, none of this matters.
nothing. Fuck,
You're just
dude.
like, dude, he's reached the pinnacle of wealth. He's famous, well known, bro. He's just like, bro, fuck this, nothing matters.
It's it's so crazy to think about how a celebrity like that he fucking has millions of dollars. It's crazy to think about a celebrity like Jim Carrey or even like people like Keanu Reeves, Jim Carrey, fucking what's his name from Mr. Deeds? What's his I forgot his name.
Ooh, I
Um,
don't know.
but from fucking from I forgot his fucking name. From Grown Ups, the main dude.
From Grown Ups, Adam Sandler.
There you go. Adam Sandler, Keanu Reeves, Jim Carrey, all those celebrities that really just live life like normal people.
Yeah.
They, you know, they don't, you know, you see them. dress as normal people. They talk like normal people. They have a mentality of like a normal person instead of people like people that flash their vanity. You
Uh-huh.
know, the people are so obsessed with vanity and like they're vanity slaves to everything, to jewelry, to everything. So it's crazy to think about that a celebrity like that. It tells you that money doesn't change your mentality. It all depends on who you are. Because
It
if
amplifies it,
you
right?
were, yeah, it amplifies it. Because like compare, like if you make a comparison, right? Jim Carrey, millionaire, has a whole bunch of money, and then next to a hip hop artist, let's say Quavo from Migos.
Hmm.
Okay, they're both rich, they both have money, they're both celebrities, but they both have super crazy different mentalities.
Yeah.
And it's like crazy mentalities. Jim Carrey obviously is like the most, like you said, what's the word? Nihilism?
Yeah, nihilistic.
Yeah, yeah, nihilistic. And then you see Quavo, he's more like into, you know, jewelry and having money and just living life, like just making, like just fucking living life to the fullest, like what he thinks is makes him happy,
Yeah.
that makes him happy, or things are. And then there's Jim Carrey that just lives like a normal person, most likely is off social media a lot. It's
Hmm.
just crazy to think like money, being a millionaire, it all depends on just who you are and who gets the money.
Yeah, so the saying money changes you isn't really true. It just amplifies your personality a lot more.
Exactly.
Because if I had money, I
Exactly.
wouldn't go for the jewelry or anything like that. Because that's just not who I
I
am.
mean, yeah. And then I've seen an interview about hip hop artist. I forgot his name. He talks about why he buys jewelry and why he buys cars. He's like, I grew up in the gutter. I grew up in the hood. I didn't have all these things, and now I can, and that's why he buys it. He's basically trying to not relive or he's basically saying like back then I couldn't do it, but now I can, so that's why I do it.
Hey, that's
You know what I
fine,
mean?
bro. Yeah, you worked hard to get there.
So
You treat yourself.
yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm not like I don't really look down on them. Like it's not like it's not like I'm looking at Quavo and I'm like, dude, this guy's an idiot. He's buying money on dumb things. Like, okay, like no, that's not what I'm saying. It's just like people have their own separate idea of what life consists of.
Yeah. Yeah,
So I don't know.
there's also this other football player who did an interview. It was like on one of these YouTube shows where they'll interview the person and like ask them personal questions. And
Hmm.
he was basically saying like he lives because when you play like in the NFL or in a sport, they usually like be sure they pay you your signing contract like up front, and
Yeah.
like a lot of players go broke. And
Hmm.
what he was saying was basically like he just bought a house. He didn't buy like a crazy ass car. His jewelry is fake. Um,
Hmm.
like he just I don't know, dude. He just like knew right off the bat to be frugal and smart with his money.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
dude, like he to me, the jewelry looked real. I mean, it's like that cubic zirconium. It's like, dude,
Hmm.
nobody really knows. Let's be fucking real. Like if you're wearing that
Hmm.
shit, nobody really knows. So he's just like, yeah, dude, I just buy fake jewelry and I live within my means, so I don't go broke.
Well, yeah,
And
because in reality, why do you buy real? It's just to like I watch a lot of Gary V interviews,
yeah,
Gary Vaynerchuk, and he his thing is like, why do you need a fancy car? Why do you need all this jewelry? It's just to uh it's just to boost basically your ego, and to show off
hmm,
and to show people, hey, I could afford this. Like, why do you need to do that?
yeah,
Like what there's no point in that. Like if you want to treat yourself, that's fine. If you want to have this, that's fine. But if you're buying it for the sole purpose of showing it off, then that's where you're wrong.
Yeah,
You know?
it comes down to the same thing on social media. Like if you're gonna post something, like ask yourself why you're posting it. Is it to brag
Mhm.
or to just, like I don't know. You got to be honest with yourself, because dude,
Yeah.
that'll get toxic real quick if you always try to compare yourself to people or to one up somebody.
Hmm.
Because a lot of this, I mean, dude, pretty much 90% of the stuff on social media is you're just taking the best moments and posting them.
Hmm.
But
Yep.
but yeah, and, speaking
But I
of,
mean, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Gary Vee said this is poor people stay poor because they try to look rich,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
that's like, dude, that's true. Like I'll see. I mean, not to bash on people if they buy something because it genuinely makes them happy, but I'll see like
Hmm.
people waiting for the bus and they got like a Gucci belt on, they got really nice
Hmm.
shoes, and it's like, I don't know, bro. Like
Where are your
you
priorities at?
yeah, you could have bought a cheap $1,000 car with like what you spent on your outfit.
Hmm.
It's just like a matter of priorities, but I feel like sometimes people don't rise up because it's just a bunch of self sabotage with what they see on social media or the image they're trying to
Yeah.
give off. When if they just
Hmm.
like dress normally or try not to impress people, you'd be surprised how much money you could save up or like invest instead of spending it on something dumb.
Yeah. Yeah. If you could, if you could overcome your vanity slave, like if you're a vanity slave, you're fucked. If you could overcome that, you'll be all right. But if you're obsessed on how you look and doing anything to look good by any means, then you're gonna be fucked. You're gonna be fucked.
But what sucks is you need you need to have self-awareness to know that you have a problem or to know that you're chasing the vanity, the materialistic objects. If you have no self-awareness and you don't know what you're doing, then that's like even worse.
That's why it's good to have those friends to like tell you, like, bro, you don't need all that, bro. Or like, dude, instead of doing that, go invest. Or bro, like you need that's why it's good to have people around you that are capable of telling you straight up of you're fucking up, you know?
Yeah, and not only that, but um like seeing somebody else like working on their future and doing things, that'll push you to get your shit together too. That's why I've been telling my brother like he needs to watch out who he surrounds himself with, because it's very easy to surround yourself with unambitious people, and
Mhm.
like you'll stay stuck and you'll stay comfortable, and you won't really go anywhere and you won't even notice it's happening.
You don't even realize that's the thing. It's like under your
Yeah,
nose and you just don't realize it.
yeah, that's the worst part. Until you meet somebody that's sharp, that's always trying to do something, then you're like, oh fuck,
Mhm.
okay, there's
You're like,
more.
dude,
Yeah,
holy fuck.
yeah, and that's what I've been trying to do. Yeah, because like my time on Tom, I got real comfortable with the coworkers because I was having a good time. But
Yeah.
once everybody started leaving, I remembered that that's not what I was supposed to be doing or where I was supposed to end
Yeah.
up. So lit the fire under
Yeah.
my ass again to get the hell out.
It made you realize, like, bro, everyone's out there on their own. Like you're survival of the fittest type thing, you know?
Yeah, I was like, dude, I'm wasting time here. I mean,
Yeah. You
I need to
gotta
get my shit
go
together.
forward. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's where I started talking to more people, or even like just talking to you, bring like expressing one of my interests to you, and then you're interested. I just like you just start
Mhm.
feeding off of each other, and then you find other people that are looking to do the same thing, and
Yeah.
everything is easier if you got somebody there to to help you.
Yeah. And to just talk about it.
Yeah, that's like the biggest thing. I've been my brother, he wants to start making music like beats, and
Mhm.
I've been pushing him to do it because like we were talking about having the luxury to quit or to like pursue your hobbies a little bit more seriously. I
Hmm.
like he lives at home, so I'm like, dude, like whatever it is that you're interested in, you got to start like pursuing it hard.
Give it your 100%.
Yeah, or else time flies. You're gonna end up somewhere where you can't really take off or like do something else, and then you're just stuck.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, I say we got pretty lucky with where we're at, though.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think
it
so too.
yeah. Overall, as much as we complain sometimes, it's like I'm really fortunate.
There's people out there, bro, that have it way worse than us. Way
Yeah,
worse.
and yeah, that's what like Daniel and I were saying is you could always get stuck in that loop. But I mean, it's okay to acknowledge when things are bad, but it could
Hmm.
always be way worse.
It could always be way worse, but then again, even though it could be way worse, don't forget you could do way better.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's what we should have said last time. Cause yeah, just because it could be
Yeah,
worse doesn't mean you should stop trying or to settle. You gotta know your worth and
yeah,
get what you deserve. But you also gotta invest in yourself.
yeah. Because I mean, you're all you got at the end of the day. You know.
Yeah, if you don't have like all the opportunities that some people have, dude, you gotta invest in yourself. So when somebody like discovers you or you put yourself in a situation, like you're like top notch.
Yeah, and it's good to talk to people about shit that you want to do. Because you're at that point. Like how we were talking about last time. I really do believe in manifestation. I
Mm.
really do think in and I really do believe in talking in like if you're already doing what you want to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's really good to kind of have the people there to, talk to about your life goals and what you want to do and like that because then at that point you're really just really speaking it into existence, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely worth like talking positively to yourself. Um,
Mhm.
but I also think you need to be very careful with telling people your plans sometimes because
Yeah.
it's been shown that you'll get the same satisfaction of completing. Like if I tell you,
Hmm.
hey, I'm gonna get my bachelor's degree. Telling you and you
Hmm.
acknowledging me will give me the same satisfaction of me getting the degree. So
Hmm.
depending on how you are, it can make you more likely to just not follow through with it, which is
Yeah.
what I've done in the past with a few things. I've told people I'll get the
Yeah.
satisfaction and then I'll just never follow through. But
Yeah.
but sometimes
See, that's
it is
that's
worth talking about it.
that's a very good point too, because um I like to, well, I mean when I do something, I achieved like a goal that I wanted and no one really knew about it. It feels really good to tell people that no one knew.
Yeah.
Feels really good because they all think you're doing the same thing. They don't know what you're doing with your life, and then out of nowhere, boom, you completed a goal that you wanted to do, and it feels really good, to tell people. So I see what you mean by at telling someone what you're gonna do and then doing it. It's not the same.
Not and what's even better is when you like achieve something and people find out where you don't even have to tell them. That's like a even better like ego boost, I feel.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then especially too when you tell someone and then they think you're not gonna do it,
And then yeah, and
and
then
then you,
I think that's the biggest motivator is when somebody says you can't do something or they don't believe in you, then you're like, oh, okay,
yeah,
all right, I'll show you.
yeah, and then you fucking do what you're gonna do, and you prove them wrong. It's the
Yeah,
best feeling ever.
I feel like it doesn't work for all people though. I feel like some people like they take that as defeat and then they're like, oh, okay. But I don't know. For me, that really pushes me.
Yeah, yeah, it does. It does to me too.
Yeah, dude. I'm
Like,
like,
okay,
but yeah, I think everybody. requires like a different approach. Like if you really care about seeing somebody succeed, I think you'll find like the perfect way to approach them and to push them.
Yeah, yeah, because it's I've learned to like kind of read people. Like there's certain people that I'm not gonna like okay, like if you were to tell me your goal and then someone else was to tell me their goal, I know how to read people and how to like up go of the way of just approaching them on asking them like, hey, how's it going? Or like hey, have you finished this? Or uh have you done something else? I feel like if um if you were to tell me, hey, I'm going to school for like to become a fucking an engineer, right?
Mm,
And you're the type of person to kind of like you like to keep your life private.
yeah.
I'm not gonna go and ask you. I'm not gonna go up to you and ask you how your life, like how's your school going, because
Mm-hmm.
I know you like to keep I know you like to keep your life private.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna go up there and ask you about your progress because I know how you are. You know what I mean? So it's like if you know how to read people, and like let's say you talk to another person that's always on social media, always posting their fucking that they're in class, posting their grades, posting that posting pictures of them doing their homework, then they like to let people know what they're doing. So then to ask them, hey, how's school going? And they'll go on and on and on about what the fuck they're doing. So
Yeah.
it's like you gotta learn how to read people and how they are and how they react to different conversations. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 Some people have different boundaries, and like, ah, that's just a little too personal. I'm just not gonna ask that. And other
Yeah.
people, yeah, they're fine with sharing everything.
Hmm. Exactly.
But I
So
think,
it's you have to kind of get to know people and just read them and make sure you're not stepping over boundaries and shit like that.
bro, you know what? You know, another thing that goes really far, bro, is just being nice to people.
Yeah, it goes a
That's,
long way.
yeah, just even my time on Tom, bro, just like I would have drivers tell me like dude, you're so nice, like everybody else is like grumpy or they treat me like shit or whatever. And I was like, damn,
Hmm.
bro, like it like they've given me stuff, and like dude, it goes a long
Yeah,
way being nice to people.
yeah. Like I'm very whenever like someone stops me on in public, like they want to talk about shit, I always stop and I always have a conversation with them, especially with like homeless people.
Hmm.
Um, sometimes I get stopped. I'm like going to a 7-Eleven and they stop me and they're just talking to me. They're like talking to me about their day and I sit there or I stand there and we're just, talking.
Yeah.
Sometimes that goes a long way to someone, because they need that talk, or sometimes they need to project some type of feeling or emotion. They have something bottled up and they just need to talk to someone. And it just goes a long way to be nice. If you just fucking shut them right up, give them the give just you ignore them, that gives them more of a that gives them more of a like a less a chance to approach people and to express their feelings. So like you said, it always goes a long way to be nice, because you never know what people are going through. Everyone has unseen battles they're fighting.
Oh yeah, yeah, everybody. And playing as a devil's advocate here, bro, like you don't know if that person you're talking to is on the verge of snapping, and if you're like not nice to him, whatever, that could be your last day, bro. Or
Yeah,
or like they're gonna
exactly.
take their life or whatever. But it reminds me of a time I was shopping at Smith's like pretty late at night, and
Hmm.
I forgot what happened, but some dude from Hawaii who just moved here like smiled and like nodded his head at me, and I smiled back, and then he stopped to talk to me. He was like, I just wanted to say what's up, bro. Like during my time here, like nobody is friendly. Everybody's just mean mugging, having something to prove. And I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit. To me, I didn't really
yeah.
think anything of it.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. You like I said, everyone has like battles that no one sees. So you being mean to them at that certain time, at that certain place, could just trigger a whole bunch of shit that you never know. That they'll bring home some shit that you caused, and you will never know that.
Yeah, dude, it's yeah. I think that's like a simple rule to live by. Just don't be a piece of shit, and just be decent.
Be an asshole.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
be a fucking decent human being.
that's one thing that bothered me about Tom, bro. Is there's so many like angry ass people on the team for no reason
Yeah,
either. In my eyes, for no fucking reason.
yeah.
Because a lot of the time,
I mean,
bro, huh?
yeah.
A lot
Go
of
ahead.
the time, like the energy you put off is what you'll get back. So if you come in aggressive and heated, bro, dude, you're just gonna have people snapping at you all day too.
Yeah, yeah. Whenever I would come in and I would just feel the vibe, it was kind of like weird. I'd just be like, it's gonna be a bad day, bro.
Yeah, huh?
Because I always come in, bro, fucking happy as fuck and always ready to do shit. But if I come in and then I see everyone's just fucking doing their own thing, no one's talking, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
it just,
I guess that's where I have the double-edged sword since I work alone. I sort of
mhm.
dictate my own workday, but man, I miss having like coworkers to talk to, and then like only like you, Aaron, and Eric are like the only ones left. So if you guys are like busy doing something, that's like I got nobody to talk to.
Yeah,
But yeah, but
it could get very lonely. I could
dude,
see.
that's what I'm saying, bro. I just sit in the truckers lounge waiting for y'all.
Yeah,
It's like a
fucking.
what's that?
I walked in that one day, dude. I walked in that one day, and I'm like, "Where the fuck is Don?" And Aaron's like, "Oh, he's on a leave." I'm like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, bro. I was like,
Yeah,
I need to leave. That's the morning routine. I'll text you guys. Hey, what are you guys doing today?
yeah. Like, hey, what time you going to lunch,
Yeah, fucking
Maverick?
yeah, for real. But yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
bro.
I can't wait. I can't wait till we're self-employed. Got that little warehouse gym, little podcast studio in the back.
Little podcast stood in the back, chilling, bro. We all just vibing out. Get a little pumping whenever we want. Dude,
Got a little like merch racks, bro.
that'd be so dope.
I know. I'm really trying to make something happen because I
Yeah,
do
I am
not want
too.
to be forced to work. But
Fuck a 9 to 5.
okay. So speaking about that 9 to 5, bro, is I saw I don't know if it was a quote, but it was like you hear about people quitting their 9 to 5, but they don't talk about them going to 24/7 as an entrepreneur.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
that's
I thought I was like, damn, bro, like for real, if like, you go from a 9 to 5 to like a 24/7, because if what you're doing doesn't take off, that's it, bro.
yeah.
So like I get it,
Yeah,
but
but that's where I think that's where the risk comes in, and it's a high. What's that fucking saying? High risk, high pay or some shit like that.
high risk, high reward or what?
Yeah, there you go. High risk, high reward. It's a high risk, very very high risk, but a very high rewards. 9 to 5, low risk, low reward.
Yeah, but I feel like I feel like it all depends too. Like you could sort of calculate like the return of on investment that you make. Like some things are just pretty fucking stupid to pursue, and other things
Yeah,
it makes sense.
yeah.
But
So
I
you're
don't.
saying like, so depending on what you like want, like what depending on what you go towards, you can kind of like know right off the bat if it's gonna, blow up or not.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like most of the time you could tell, but I feel like sometimes you just got to take that leap of faith. But I don't
Yeah,
know. It's all situational. If you don't take that leap, you don't know whether. Something's gonna happen or not?
There was this there was you know Ben Shapiro, right?
Yeah.
So there was this, I don't know if you've seen this video, but there was some guy that um they were talking about like why people like minimum wage and all that. And the guy asked them like, okay, um I don't know if I'm like explaining the story right, but basically like from my understanding, what Ben was saying was, so you become a CEO, right? You're your own boss. You own a pencil shop, right?
Yeah.
You own a pencil shop. You make pencils, so you're in charge of buying the machinery, the all the stuff to make the pencils. You're in charge of all that, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you're putting in all your money into that, thinking it's gonna go up. So you're risking your money buying all this machinery. You're buying all these you're buying all the stuff to make pencils, hoping that your company goes, it goes good. So
Yeah.
you're putting all your money into, you're risking everything for this company. So they're saying you're risking all that money, and then there's that 9 to 5 person who works inside the warehouse making the pencil.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy asking Ben the question was basically saying like, um why is the working man getting paid less when they're the ones that is making the company, um they're the one making the company run. They're running the company basically. Without the worker, the company doesn't, the company can't run.
Yeah.
So what he's saying is, why is the working man getting paid less when without the working man, the company ain't shit. And what Ben was saying, he's like, well, the reason why he even has a job was because this guy put his money into the company. The only reason you have this 9 to 5 was because this man decided to risk his fucking investment and all his money, and to put all his money into the machinery and everything to make this company. You have a 9 to 5 because of this guy's risk. This guy is risking everything to make this company grow, and he's giving you a 9 to 5. So
Yeah.
who do you think? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get that. I also, I don't know. I've I know a lot of people disagree, but like it also comes down to like the skill it requires, you know?
Hmm. Hmm.
And well, okay, so I hear the argument of why should like fast food employees make 20 an hour? And they're like, you're just mad because if they get paid 20 an hour, you're gonna need a raise. Or, oh, fuck, how was it said? Basically, it was insinuating that you are already getting underpaid for what you do. So if fast food workers get a pay bump, it just further reinforces the fact that you're not making what you should be making.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but my thing is like, they're just some jobs that are low skill, and in my eyes, they're not meant to support a family. And that's where my issue is. I know a lot of people would disagree with it, but
Hmm.
I don't think an entry level job at McDonald's is something to be able to buy a house with and to support a family with. I mean,
Hmm.
obviously, it's fucking crazy with like the rent prices nowadays, and people should be able to like make a living to be able to afford a house, their car,
Hmm.
food, like to be able to survive and not live like fucking animals. But at a
Hmm.
certain point too, you can't expect to live this certain lifestyle and supporting a family off of a like a low skill job. But
Yeah.
that's just what I think, and I know a lot of people disagree with that.
You see, it's because I think the people that argue about the minimum wage, they're not necessarily arguing about the actual company, but I think they're arguing about how back then in the 1970s, 1980s, the same job could have bought you more shit that you could buy at this day of age.
Yeah, and that's just
You
fucking
know what I mean?
ridiculous. Yeah, I do agree with that.
Yeah.
Inflation is a bitch, and
Hmm.
I'm not fucking happy about it. I wish my fucking dollar could take me further. But at the same
Yeah,
time, I've been fighting tooth and nail to educate myself, invest in myself to keep climbing.
yeah,
I'm not just waiting for wages to go up because I'll be
yeah.
in a few years. I'll be back in the same boat. If they make $20 minimum wage, they're just gonna readjust everything, and you're gonna be back to square one. At least that's the
See,
way it
that's the
seems in my
thing.
eyes.
Yeah, that's the thing. You keep trying to climb and climb and climb to higher pair jobs and getting paid more. And then while you're doing that, inflation is still going up and going up and going up. So it's like, what's the point? Well, I'm not saying what's the point. Like, um, you like right now, let's say you make 50 grand a year and you're planning on going up in the company, right? So you're
Yeah,
making 50 grand a year, and then 5 years from now, you go up in the company, you make now you make 80 grand a year. But in reality, you're still making 50 grand a year because of inflation. You
yeah,
know what I mean? So you moved up in the company, you try to better yourself, but you're still technically getting paid the same because prices are going up. You know what I
and
mean?
and that's where I feel companies should take that into account and adjust your salary because as you move up, you're learning more skills, you're taking on more responsibility, higher stresses. So
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like companies should adapt to the economy and with the inflation and adjust your salary according to that.
Yeah, to the what's that shit called? Cost of living.
Yeah, kind of like what Amazon does every year. They give you like what, $1 and
Yeah.
some change or something.
Yeah, they try to match like whatever companies and shit do pay their employees, you know.
Yeah, there's like a calculator where like when you get a raise, if it's not higher than like the rate of inflation, then you really didn't get a raise. You just sort of evened
Mhm.
out. But
Yeah, you broke even.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, definitely it's ridiculous that everything's so expensive, but what are you gonna do?
And that really stems down to the conversation we were having in the beginning, bro. It's just the gold standard and all that, and the dollar bill not being worth shit.
Yeah, that's
You know.
that's what it comes down to again.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully it never gets that bad because I got no fucking crypto, so don't even fucking jinx it. but 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 yeah, dude,
Oh shit.
it's I don't know. NFTs are the new thing that are taking off, but it seems like that has a lot of controversy behind it. Everybody was saying, dude,
Yeah,
it's
there's a
it's a
lot of
fucking scam. Like you're fucking dumb. It's a scam. Um, it's I don't know. It's either people's argument is you don't get it. Like if you think it's stupid, you don't get it. That's why. But I think it's
I
great.
mean,
I think it comes down to like the same thing as a dollar bill, bro. People just put the value on something.
yeah, that's what an NFT basically is. It's you practically paying for something to say that you own it.
Yeah, and
Like people have throughout time we have had an obsession with knowing that we own something, you know?
mm-hmm.
So it's like what NFT stands for is non-tangible. So like you own it, but you don't own it at the same time. Like you can't do shit with it. It's you basically buying the right to say that you own it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like you just have the receipt for it.
Yeah. Like you buy it, now you have the right to say that you own it. Now it's yours. That's
Yeah,
basically all you're doing.
yeah,
And I could see how that could play back in the future, with later on once the metaverse goes up and all that shit. I could see how that's gonna play. But that's basically what it is. You're buying something and then it's yours, but you can't fucking touch it.
yeah. I mean, now I see they'll have like picture frames with like screens in them where you could display your
Hmm.
NFT picture or whatever. But
Mhm.
I mean, that's as physical as it's gonna get. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's just what value the people give it. Something could be worth like those pictures of the apes that are worth like what hundreds of thousands, if not millions.
Mhm.
It's just the fucking value that people put on that.
They
One
put,
day, yeah,
yeah.
one day they could be like, you know what, this ain't worth shit, bro, and then it could plummet, and then it's not worth nothing.
Yeah. It's the power of the people.
Yeah, that's all it is, and yeah, I think the people that say, "Oh, you don't get it," yeah, to a certain degree, they're right because it's just the power of the people and what they place value in.
Hmm.
But it's,
Yeah.
dude, that whole thing is crazy with the whole like virtual race horses and you breed virtual horses. And,
Dude.
and dude, it's fucking crazy.
Owning property in the metaverse and shit too.
Yeah, that's. You think the metaverse is gonna take off? Because every news article I fucking see about it is like negative, like oh the metaverse is like doomed to fail because of Facebook's track record, or like they're being investigated.
I don't know, dude. I feel like it's gonna. I feel like right now it's in its early stages, but I feel like once I feel like one thing is gonna get introduced and it's gonna pop it off. It all that's all it takes. It takes this one thing, really cool thing that everyone's gonna like, and it's gonna pop off. And I think that's all it needs. Because right now it's like I would say kind of it's like in its beta right now. Like it's
Yeah,
like it exists. Like people know what it is, and but that's it. But people don't really use it yet. But I feel like once people like start using it and start understanding it more, I think that's when it'll actually start popping off.
is it available to use right now or what? Because I honestly don't really know.
See, I don't know. I don't even know how it works. Like, do you just buy an Oculus and just fucking sign in? Like, that's the thing. I don't know how it works, and I think that's what the problem is. People don't really know how to like how to begin using it. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I know there's like two other like virtual worlds that we were talking about, and I think you could like join those from your web browser, and it doesn't require any like VR headset.
Mhm.
But I'm not really sure. We should look into that, bro, because if we get in early, and from the way it looks like, is virtual is the future. I mean,
That's scary, bro. But fuck,
it is, but like you said, if we invest or gamble with money we don't need, then it could be
yeah,
worth it. High risk, high reward.
yeah, that's gonna be insane though. Like, fuck. Like, I think who was saying it? We I think we said this last time with Daniel. Like, dude, sooner or later, we're all just gonna be plugged in, bro, in our house and just be in awe. Everyone's just in the virtual reality.
Kind of like the movie Ready Player One. Have you seen it?
Yes,
Dude,
exactly
like
like that.
everybody's living, I mean, not everybody, but like people are living in the slums, but they're in
Yeah,
this virtual world where they could be anybody.
anybody and do anything, and they're just fucking. It's fucking crazy, bro. I feel like that might happen.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? In the future, anything is fucking possible.
Yeah, these movies and these fucking shows, bro. I feel like they're kind of like foreshadowing shit, bro. Maybe.
I mean, just like how The Simpsons ends up predicting a lot of events to happen.
Hmm.
Dude, I don't know. Maybe we should start watching The Simpsons, bro. And fucking
Everything they say is fucking true.
base our investment strategies off of episodes, bro.
Dude, oh my God. Isn't there like a an episode where they talk about crypto? I think there is.
I don't know. I've seen like compilations on YouTube where they will
Mm-hmm.
look at episodes and then pair it with the real life happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. We need to get our investment advice from that show.
Fucking start watching it. Just start binge watching that shit, bro.
Start taking notes, bro. It's like, where do you get your info from? The fucking Simpsons, bro.
The
The
Simpsons, bro.
fucking
don't ask me
Simpsons.
why. Just go watch it.
Don't
Don't
even
ask me why.
fucking
Just go watch
play
it.
me, bro.
I look at you like, what the fuck?
Little do you know, bro, I'm about to be a millionaire in the future.
Thanks to whoever created The Simpsons. Shout out to you.
But yeah, bro, dude, you got me a little bit more interested in crypto now.
Dude, I'm
Like at
telling you, bro.
like at least little by little how you were doing, you know?
Hmm.
And
Dude,
treat it like a savings.
yep. I mean, there's people that do day-to-day tradings and shit. They watch the markets 24/7 and they like buy low and sell high. There's people like that. And
I
then
mean,
there's
yeah.
just long-term holders, long-term investors like me that just hold for the long run, bro, and just wait for that shit to fucking go up.
Yeah, it seems I don't know, it seems like a good idea to have like a filter on your phone where it alerts you if it drops below a certain price and then you put more money in and you just keep buying when it dips. But
Yeah,
that
there's call options too, like in stocks,
yeah.
where you could like if it goes to like a certain price, you could make the call option to sell or to buy. So like people do that too.
Yeah, that yeah. I guess you'd have to be like more familiar, huh, with the prices to know where to
Mm.
set those call options to.
Yeah, yeah, basically.
Yeah, I've
And the one thing that really did push me into like treating it as a savings account is okay, because I'm not really fond on like banks, but I do know that there's certain account like CD accounts that like build interest and shit like that,
yeah.
right? Like compound interest and shit like that.
Yeah.
But if you were to just have your money in a regular savings account, technically you're losing money because it's just sitting there and the price of the dollar is going up or it's going down. Or
Yeah.
yeah, the value of the dollar bill is going down. So technically you're losing money. So
Yeah.
that's why I treat it as a savings.
I ended up opening an account with Goldman and Sachs because they had a high interest savings account. So
Hmm.
I just like deposited 90% of my money in there because
Hmm.
if it's just sitting in my check-ins or in my regular savings, dude, yeah, I wasn't getting anything. But once I put it in there, the interest rate was pretty fucking high. So
Yeah.
that's where I've been keeping it. And then they also had these like other things where you would lend money to the government and they would pay it back in a year at a certain interest rate. So I
Those
was,
are bonds, right?
yeah, I think they're called bonds. I was
Yeah.
looking at those and then CDs as well.
Hmm.
But bro, there's one thing that I've realized is there's a lot of things rich people do to stay rich and to keep generating wealth, and a lot of that stuff we don't know about.
Yeah. They're
And
fucking smart about it.
yeah, bro, like that high interest savings account. I think Gary V was the one that mentioned it. And then there's this other guy named
Hmm.
Graham or something, and he does like a lot of like tips for people that want to start generating wealth. And
Yeah.
that was one of the tips too. And I know it makes them cringy to some people to watch those type of videos, but a lot of the times, if you find somebody that's not a bullshitter, you'll find like actual good tips and ideas to get you going.
Yeah.
But yeah,
There's
you gotta watch out.
you see how a lot of millionaires and like people with a lot of money they put their money into Swiss accounts, Swiss bank
Yeah,
accounts because of like the basically like the low levels of financial risk.
yeah, that's fucking. Even with companies, I know a lot of people will start shell companies offshore where there's like
Yeah.
no corporate tax or things like that. There's like a lot of loopholes. And
Yeah.
dude, you need to get crafty, bro. That's one thing that I've realized. You need to be crafty to keep your money.
Hmm.
Because honestly, why would you want to share your hard-earned money with the government? You know,
Fuck no.
that's what I'm saying. It's like, why would anybody want to do that?
They that's why a lot of companies they donate on paper so they don't have to they don't get taxed. You know,
Yeah, that's
they write it off on their taxes. I mean, on their donations.
that's what I'm saying. So a lot of these people, they're mad that like these billionaires don't pay taxes, but bro, it's a dog eat dog world, bro. If I was in their position, I'd be doing everything to keep as much money as I can.
Yeah,
Because
bro. Like,
yeah, like they say that like I think a few billionaires like have spoken out and they're like, bro, I use this money to like reinvest in the future and to create businesses and jobs for people. So it's not like they're keeping all this wealth to themselves. They're in a way like giving back and redistributing by creating jobs. But not saying everybody's like that, but
yeah,
it's not always black and white.
yeah. I mean, they like how people always despise Jeff Bezos because he's like the richest man alive, and I think they made an interview with him, and they're like they're like the company itself has created so much wealth for other people. Like it's not like it's just all the money going to him. Like this company has generated wealth for other people. Like it's created millions of jobs. It's created like a lot of shit around it. It's just people just think Jeff Bezos making money off feedback,
Yeah,
but it's created lots of jobs. I mean, yeah, he's fucking rich as fuck. But I mean, what do you want to do? What do you like? What can we do? You know?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't like. I'm not like dick writing on billionaires and millionaires, but at the same time, bro, like, why do you spend all your time hating on them? You know, like I
Hmm.
just don't have the energy for that.
Yeah,
Like, what does that get
like
me? You know?
yeah, it doesn't do shit.
Yeah, I'm not a fanatic of them, but I also don't fucking hate them. I fucking get it.
Yeah,
You know, that's just the hustle they have. That's just them. But
I ain't gonna I ain't gonna lie. I got a little bit of jealousy, I'm a little jelly.
I mean, yeah, I might be a little envious here and there, but I mean,
Yeah,
bro, that shit takes work, regardless.
hell of work.
Yeah, especially when you see Jeff Bezos in his little ass desk with the fucking little banner hanging on the wall.
Say Amazon.com.
Yeah, I think he like originally was like a bookseller, right? Amazon.
Yeah, he sold books online.
Yeah, bro, that's how you generate wealth, bro. Is businesses. But I also believe in working towards like a well-paying 9 to 5 on your way there too. So
Yeah,
I'm like very paranoid that I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. So while I'm trying
yeah,
to
yeah,
pursue business ventures and try to make it, I'm also trying to get a high-paying career.
yeah.
So, but that's just me. Some people go 100% either way, either the corporate life
They just
or the
go
business
in,
life. Yeah.
they fucking go full send, bro.
Yeah, dude, and I'm just too scared for that, bro. I'm like I need to have a backup or something.
So you don't think having that safety net pulls you back, you know? That you don't think that safety net kind of like stops you from actually fully achieving your goal?
In a way, yeah, because a lot of the times I'll stop working on that goal, and obviously that's just fucking time wasted. But at the same time, I'm like, damn, I don't know. So I guess yeah, in a way, it kind of is stopping me. But at this point in my life, I got bills. I just can't afford
Yeah.
to not have any income.
Yeah, because I feel like if you have that safety net, you kind of like mentally and subconsciously don't really 110% put your whole, you know, your whole will in it because you know you have that safety net. And I feel like if you go all in, that's all you got. So you literally you put everything you have into it because you literally that's all you got. You can't afford to go broke because
Yeah,
you gonna be broke and homeless. So I feel like subconsciously, when you have a safety net, you kind of like pull back, on your goal. Like you kind of like not fully, but you kind of have that like pullback that's like stopping you from actually going full send and doing everything you can because you have that safety net. If you didn't have that safety net, you have to go all in because that's all you have. You got nothing. You got no other choice. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
but
like you said, we got bills and shit. We have an actual life. We got
yeah, that's the thing. I guess it's a catch 22. What do you want? Do you want the security or like to roll the dice to see if it'll take off?
yeah.
And
See,
yeah, I don't know.
high risk, high reward.
I feel like the approach that I have right now is go for the secure career while like trying to build these businesses. I mean, obviously, it's going to
Hmm.
be a lot slower, but I feel like it's the safer bet.
Yeah,
Plus,
because
I need
I
the
mean,
money to start the businesses. But
you need money to make money, right?
yeah, that's the thing. So how am I going to get
I
this money
think
to begin with?
I think as long as you are actually trying, then would be fine. As long as you're actually trying. If you're not, you're just doing your 9 to 5, then you're not going nowhere. But if you're actually trying, then I think that's all that matters. As long as you try, because you can't, you miss what's the fucking saying? You miss every shot you don't make.
Yeah, that's true.
So you have to try.
Yeah,
You
that's
have to be open minded.
yeah. It's dude. I feel like you need to have a lot of self awareness and do a lot of what's it called when you like reflect. You have to reflect on yourself often. I feel to
Yeah,
like try
self
to
reflection.
reevaluate your goals to see if it's still what you
Hmm.
want to do and all that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
we'll get there.
yeah. That's a fact.
Do you wanna call it now?
Yeah, let's call it. What time is it?
11:29.
11:30. So you're the one that got work.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I picked up OT on Tuesday.